have 13 perfect movies which should never be redone.
Okay.
Because we know that they like doing reboots
redos.
and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So, Wealth of Geeks put out this list.
All right.
And we're just going to agree and disagree. Okay? Number 13, Back to the Future.
Agreed.
Do not touch that.
Yeah.
I agree. Don't touch it. Especially considering, what's going on with Michael J. Fox. And how, I can't see anybody else as Marty McFly.
Also, no other car but a DeLorean.
Right.
Yeah. What are they going to use today? A Tesla.
Yeah, that's what it would be. The Tesla Super Truck. I guarantee you that's what they would pick.
Probably something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a Prius.
I've maxed out at 87.
Fuck. Wait, we forgot to charge.
Yep.
Number 12. Don't touch it. Don't ever, if you're ever even think, Hollywood, if you're even thinking about doing it, don't fucking do it. The Princess Bride.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, don't touch
That's
it.
a fucking classic.
That movie's perfect.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Highly quotable, wonderful.
Yes.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. And who are you going to get to play Fezzik now that Andre's gone?
I'm the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Who are you going to get to play Fezzik now that Andre's gone?
Giant Gonzalez.
He's gone too.
Great Khali.
No.
Big Show.
Show maybe.
We're just picking giant wrestlers now.
Dear Lord.
Brock Lesnar.
Bart Lochnar. You know what? Throw everything into a fucking tizzy. Peter Dinklage plays Fezzik.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
I am a giant among men.
Crash Holly insisted he was over 7 feet tall.
Jesus.
Number 11. Another wonderful movie that should not be touched. Hang on. Brian says he's seen posts and trailers where they're thinking about it, where Marty is missing and his kid has to go back to find him. Not sure how true it is. I hope it's not
But
true.
that wouldn't be a remake.
No, it'd be a continuation of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, okay, just don't
Back
fuck
to the
with
Future 4.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, another nearly perfect movie, The Shawshank Redemption.
Absolutely
Okay.
incredible. That's one of those movies that if you're flipping through the channels,
I watch it.
I don't care what part of the fucking movie that you stop and you just watch.
Well, that's one of two movies that's always on cable at one point. That and Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah.
They're always on somewhere.
Yeah. You know, Skinny did some of the scoring for Sweet Home Alabama.
God damn it. Does he still get paid for that?
Yeah.
I don't.
I think he gets residuals from that.
Damn.
What the hell is that movie about?
It's about a woman who goes. It's almost like a home. One of the first. She's a big. She's from Alabama, and she goes back to her city and runs into her boyfriend. It's a dumb fucking.
It's terrible.
Okay.
It's Reese Witherspoon before she got like smart and did good movies. Number 10. I don't care if you redo this one. Jaws.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care.
I mean, at this point, they've done so many sequels and so many fake Jawses.
Yeah.
Jawsies?
Jaws.
Jaws is
Jaws. That it's like, I mean, the Piranha movies and the Meg
Sharknado and
I mean,
yeah.
they've done the shark thing to death anyway.
Yeah.
right. Number 9. Don't touch it. Schindler's List.
Well, I don't think you could.
That-
I don't think anybody's ever gonna.
No, that movie is difficult to watch for all the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely adore that movie for all the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar Schindler was a fucking amazing human being, and he's one of the only non-Jews to be buried in. He's buried in a sacred. In like a sacred cemetery in Tel Aviv.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Or somewhere in Israel. It may not be Tel Aviv, but he's buried in like holy fucking ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oscar Schindler was a wonderful fucking example of what human beings should be. Brian says Shawshank is a classic. Yes. Get busy living or get busy dying. You're not wrong. Number 8, The Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
I think that probably, with all the sequels and prequels that they've done with the thing and the TV shows, I mean,
the TV show was terrible.
It actually was.
I don't like cannibal stuff, so
I did watch that TV show.
I can never sink my teeth into it.
The first Hannibal Lecter movie doesn't get talked about. It's called Mindhunter.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first adaptation of Red Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Terrible. Now, Silence of the Lambs is an absolute classic.
Correct.
Hannibal is great.
Mm-hmm.
Hannibal Rising was great. Red Dragon was great.
Mm-hmm.
All 4 of what became canon of the Hannibal Lecter movies
Yes.
are fucking fantastic. And if you're gonna redo them, you're gonna have a hard time finding somebody to live up to Anthony Hopkins' version of Hannibal Lecter.
And you're not wrong there.
And one thing I did not like about Hannibal was that they didn't get Jodie Foster back to play Clarice.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. But Red Dragon was fucking fantastic. And that was they did that movie the right way. They did that story the right way with that one. Mm-hmm. Liam Neeson is great in that movie.
Yes, he is.
Well, Liam Neeson's great in just about everything he does.
Oh, yeah.
Number 7, The Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, remake it. Can't make it any worse.
No, you can't. And it's a fucking animated
I was
movie
gonna
anyway.
say.
It's also...
Why? What's so important about that movie that they don't want it redone?
I don't know.
I mean,
oh my God!
It's I don't know. It's somewhat quotable some ways. I even guffaw at some of the stuff that Eartha Kitt did.
I don't even think I ever saw it
with her character because the stuff she does is hilarious.
Yeah,
but I don't like between the plot and the way it goes through. I know people love that movie and I don't.
Yeah, I can't really speak on it.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Number 6. Don't ever touch it. The Godfather.
Oh no!
Well, no.
Don't ever touch it.
And don't forget the cannolis.
No, take the gun, leave the cannoli.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Take the gun, leave the cannoli.
Sorry.
In fact, I just recently rewatched all 3 Godfather movies.
Really?
They originally the first time I saw Godfather 3, I wasn't happy with it. I didn't like it. Being a huge fan of 1 and 2. Godfather 3 is Michael Corleone later in life. And the way that it was cut the first time made no sense. It was very disjointed. The movie didn't make a whole lot of sense. Scorsese went back in and recut the film.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can find it on Amazon Prime. All 3 of them are on Prime. It's now called The Godfather Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone.
Okay, because that was the one movie out of that trilogy I didn't care for as well.
Right. And it the way that it's recut now, it makes sense. And it's a good way to close out the Corleone saga.
Mm-hmm.
And in my estimation, don't touch any of the Godfather movies.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because Pacino is so good
as
Michael Corleone. And of course we don't have Marlon Brando anymore to redo Don Vito from the first one.
Correct.
And De Niro was fantastic as a young Vito Corleone in the second one. A lot of just so many amazing performances across those 3 movies.
The third one, is that the one where they kept flashing back to Italy?
No, that's 2.
That's 2. Okay.
That's 2.
Yeah, because I think Michael had fled there.
Well, no, that was in 1 where Michael
fled.
Michael fled to Italy because he killed the other Don. He killed the other
That's right.
Don and the police captain.
Okay.
For the attempted hit on his father.
Yes.
Okay.
So then he fled to Italy. His wife was killed in the car bomb.
That's right.
But now part 2 is the late 50s, early 60s because it's the Cuban Revolution is taking place. But the flashbacks are Don Vito or Vito Corleone's youth. Like when he first came to America and when he first comes into power as the leader of the Corleone family. But yeah, that's 2.
Okay.
Number 5, Aliens.
The second one?
That's the second one.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's better than the first one. And the first one was good.
Yeah, Aliens. Why would you? No.
No. I think a lot of those are so far removed that I don't think so when you get so many sequels in them, who wants to start over?
Yeah.
Did you guys see? Oh my God, the new Predator movie that debuted on Hulu not too long ago. It takes place with an Indian tribe.
Yeah, I did not watch it.
What was it called? Prey. It was called Prey.
Okay.
Really fucking good.
I didn't watch it. I wasn't a big fan of the Predator movies anyway. Even the original.
Oh, I love that.
I didn't care for them.
Ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah, well.
That's the best line in the film.
Yeah.
Get to the chopper.
Do it now. Number 4. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I would like to see something redone in that same kind of style.
Yeah.
When they mix, because now the animation mix has gotten a lot better.
Yes.
Yeah.
That you can, because I love Cool World. Anytime you mix animation with real, I still think that, might be something interesting you could redo.
Yes.
Yeah. That one I wouldn't be opposed to them redoing. Brian says, don't ever touch Goodfellas. Yeah, I got to agree.
I was going to say that. I was going to wait and see what else is on the list, Brian.
Goodfellas is a good one. That's almost perfect. Number 3 is a movie that would never get remade today. It's an impossibility. The world we live in would not allow for Blazing Saddles to get redone.
Absolutely.
You know what though?
Not.
I would love to see an independent filmmaker make like the sanitized version of Blazing Saddles.
You can't make sanitize.
You can't sanitize that.
Absolutely not.
No.
I honestly,
part where the sheriff's coming into town and the bell's ringing and he's, oh my God.
Well, yeah, but I think the funniest part is even when they try to show it on TV, they take out the whole farting scene, and replace it with horse noises, which just makes the scene a little more absurd.
Yeah. Well, if you sanitize it now for broadcast standards, the movie's like 6 minutes. The movie's like 6 minutes. It's one of Mel Brooks's greatest accomplishments. But it would never get redone. It would never get.
I think there's one quote I use from the movie all the time, but no one knows. First off, no one's ever going to give me the comeback line. Was when I sometimes I'll walk into work, good morning, and then in a lovely morning.
Oh,
no one. I don't think anybody knows where that line is even from.
Well, there's so many off-color quotable things in that movie. But yeah, it would never get done today.
No.
It would never get done today. Number 2 is actually a twofer.
Mm-hmm.
Terminator 1 and 2. You can remake those.
Yeah, they've Christ, with at least the last Terminator, they retconned the first one anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
Yeah, they're popcorn movies. Mm. It's not some. Don't get me wrong. I love the Terminator movies. Mm-hmm. I love the Terminator movies, but it's not some great cinematic art piece.
The weird part about all the movies, the first one was like straight up, oh my God, like type of movie, and there was like tension and fear and everything else. Then they threw comedy in the second one, like it was almost like a comedy horror.
Yeah.
The third one then it just started getting weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Genesis was just completely off. And then the last was Genesis, Salvation. I think it's Salvation with Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Was like, what the hell are you doing here? And then they get the Genesis, and it's like you completely just ruined like the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Right. And the last entry on the list is something that should have never been made in the first place. The Lord of the Rings.
Don't touch it.
Yeah,
They've remade it how many times, though?
No, they didn't.
it's the same movie.
It started as a cartoon by Rankin Bass.
Right, it was a cartoon. And to tell you the truth, I love them. I have them on VHS, and it pissed me off because it did The Hobbit, and then they did... another group took over and did Return, or did the first part of The Hobbit, and then Rankin Bass did The Return of the King.
Does anybody give a shit?
I did.
I care.
But I have those on VHS.
I don't.
And that's why I was so excited when, oh my God, they're
Look,
doing live
every
action.
discussion about Lord of the Rings is going to be a long walk.
When I see you